Hey guys, this is Jake from State Fun. Today we're starting the Cummins frame swap on the Housecar. So, figured I should tell you a little bit about the project. We've got a 62 Chevrolet C20. Nicknamed the Housecar because when it rolled off of the dealership lot, they actually had a camper attachment slid into the bed. When I bought it from the second owner, so I'm the third, and the attachment is actually still here, and I take it in and out when I want to use it. Emily and I have taken it to a couple different state parks and went camping. I've used the truck as just a regular truck, hauled the Christmas tree around. My sister used it for photo sessions, stuff like that. It's just been a really good all-around fun vehicle to have. So one of the trips we took, I actually ended up blowing the motor. It's got a straight six 235 in it. When I crank it over, you can definitely hear it's down a hole. So what I have done to the truck before blowing the motor, I painted the interior. Painted the bumpers, the grill, the mirrors here, and in the bed I actually replaced all of the bed wood with Trex, the floor decking, and took the Trex, laid it in, put the metal strips, painted them to match the truck, and then put them down. So in general, truck's a good running Chevrolet C20 until I blew it up. The plan for it is we're actually going to take the body of this truck and set it onto the frame of a Dodge. Now, this truck is originally a 6-cylinder. It's got the 235 Chevrolet engine and 4-speed granny gear transmission. And we're going to be putting a 6-cylinder Dodge. What is that, the 6BT. It's the Cummins, and it's got the 5-speed get rag transmission. So we're going to keep a similar style, but completely different powertrain. The plan is we're going to swap out the rear end, get a single rear wheel on the Dodge, and then we'll convert the front to single wheel as well, and then we'll figure out how to take the body off of the Dodge, get the frame painted up and cleaned up, and then we'll get the body off of the Housecar and start trying to mate things up. So we're going to get started on the rear end here. So on this rear end swap, the first step is to actually jack it up and get these wheels off. And up underneath the truck here, take the nuts off of the U-bolts there on each side. Actually, we'll just have to take the shock mount off first. Then we'll take the nuts off the U-bolt, both sides. Take the Trackbar loose, take the brake lines loose. Then we'll jack the rear end itself up because it sits on top of the trailing arms, and slide it out from underneath. We'll get the other rear end up under here and do the reverse to put it back together. realized I forgot to mention that we need to disconnect the park brake cable over here for both sides, as well as the drive shaft. I'll make sure to go ahead and get that done now so I don't forget. Hey guys, you always want to make sure that you tape up the U-joint on your drive shaft if you're planning on utilizing it again. If you lose one of these caps and all the bearings fall out, you're pretty much out of luck. So tape up your U-joints, save yourself a hassle. So I got the main brake line loose off of the rear end. Got the U-bolt nuts loosened and taken off. Now I just gotta kind of knock the U-bolts themselves back up through the trailing arm. And at that point, the rear end ought to be free. I'll lift it up off of the trailing arm. It'll probably fall all over the place, but I'll pull it out and try and get the old one put back in there. We got the rear end out. Now we just got to pull the old one over here and stick it in. So Aiden and I got the rear end set up on the jack. So we're gonna try and roll it up underneath the truck and get it put back in place. What do you think? What do you think? You ready for that? I think we're ready. So I got this right side over here kind of set in place on top of the trailing arm. I took the U-bolt and went ahead and lined up one of the pins over here so that I can kind of rotate that side over there. Turn the light over there. I can rotate that side over there around without messing up the started started out, I was going to try and get the entire U-bolt in, but then I started to think about it. Realized if I was trying to get both of these to line up with the U-bolt, then that would mean the other side would have to be perfect already. That just don't make sense. So just hook the one up. Now I'm gonna work on the other side. I had some trouble getting these nuts on here because of the marrings on the threads of these U-bolts. So I just took a little grinder and ground off the bad threads so that they wouldn't be impeding the rest of the nut. It seemed to work in my test run, so we'll see if we can put this guy back on and get it in place. Got the new, quote-unquote, new track bar up here, and I was hoping to use that on this old rear end, but I realized that it's got a different mounting connector, so I actually need to use the old track bar. And that exhaust is actually my way. That's going to be fun getting that on. But I need to take the new track bar out, and then I'll get the old track bar put in place. Hey guys, so I didn't like the idea of leaving that little rubber cap on the brake line. So I got a little T that was used on the old rear end, and I went ahead and took it out, broke the brake lines off, and the little nubs from the brake lines, I've bent those over and then kind of welded them so that hopefully it won't leak and I can still actually kind of use the front brakes. Obviously the rears won't work, but I'm not worried about that right now. So that's what I've done. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up to the brake line, and then after that we'll get the rear wheels put on and set the truck down on its new old rear end. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. This was the first part of the Housecar Cummins swap project. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can follow along and see all the multiple parts that will follow. Hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post a video. Go ahead and share the video with your friends if you think they'd enjoy it. And I think that about covers it. So y'all have a good one.